Live, I think. All right. Hey guys, Mickey here from Heavy Arabia. I've got Creative Waste here. We're here in London for UK Deathfest. Very exciting. The guys are playing tonight. We've got some questions for you and some answers that we need from them. Guys, how we doing?
Good.
Good journey?
Yeah. Managed to get an hour's sleep.
Did you? 1 hour?
Managed to get no sleep.
No sleep. Hey, you're the winner, right? Amazing. Enough on the plane. Okay. Nice. Guys, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hola, the drummer.
Whoop whoop.
Fawaz Shawab, vocalist, guitarist.
Amazing.
Aziz Al-Bayad, the bassist.
Whoa. Nice, guys. And together we are Creative Waste. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to hit you with some hard-hitting questions today. So, first of all, how did the band get started and how did you guys decide to play grindcore?
Well, it wasn't our first choice. We started, it started as a, teenager's dream. We saw Korn on TV and we're like, we want to do that. And long story short, we started going through genres and ended up playing, landing on extreme metal, grindcore and death metal, so yeah.
Okay. And then we were in.
Yeah.
There was no going back from there.
No going back, actually just keep going deeper and deeper.
Deeper and deeper. Amazing. Okay, so you guys flew in from Saudi today. Now that things are kind of opening up in Saudi, how would you describe the current metal scene in Saudi Arabia? How would you talk about the general mindset and approaches? Are there any successful acts that you'd like to give a shout out to here?
There's a lot. Let's start with the current situation.
Current situation.
Yeah, it's definitely unprecedented. We're able to play official live metal shows. As a result, encourage other young musicians to actually start bands and start writing their own material. That's if they feel like there's something to work towards. There's a scene to build. Like it's like you're not building a house on sand. Which what it felt like back then. It was like, you just did it, and like if you thought it through, it's like this is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But then again, that dreamers don't think that way, so that's why we never stopped, I guess.
Nice.
And
Dreamers.
yeah, and as for the different acts, there's a lot of upcoming musicians. You have like bands like Entropia, the old bands which were also in Deathless Anguish. I'm talking about metal mainly, but yeah, also Sound of Rubies is pretty much borderline. It's like they work on both crowds.
Okay.
There's too many to mention. Would be
Yeah.
So.
Back in the day, it was all underground, but now it's official. So there has been many successful shows.
Okay.
Official successful.
So it's definitely grown.
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. And what are your thoughts about the current global state of grindcore?
I don't know. I don't look at music from a genre perspective. I just look at artists. I would say underground metal scene is pretty alive and well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You always have new trends and so on, and the things that have merit tend to be the elements that stay. So I don't know. I don't think I can comment on that. Just like, I'm not really. Yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna keep hearing about bands.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give a satisfactory
If not
answer.
new, maybe even old ones.
Nice.
Metal.
It's gonna keep on rolling.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere. It's how we like it. Good. Also, guys, so you also play in the band Assimilation, and you've been doing some kind of residency in Jeddah, is that correct? Now, Raya? A couple of shows, okay, for the Gamer season. Do you think Assimilation is getting more attention than Creative Waste because of that, or?
It definitely has a different crowd.
Yeah.
Different, it's not, it's like
You're just getting a different reach.
The target audience is very different.
Still growing.
Yeah, it's still growing. It's still, it started in 2018, and yes, it has, thankfully, has, yes. rapid growth.
Rapid
It's
growth.
going good.
Okay, nice. And you've also been playing like lots of international stages in countries like Mexico, Europe, USA, UK. What is the secret behind
Well, this is the-
your international reach? Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is the first UK show, but yeah.
First UK.
Yeah, first
Okay,
UK.
amazing, nice. And so, how have you managed to have that international reach?
Started
From Saudi.
Started from online. Yeah, like before that even. Like
Yeah.
we recorded our first demo with the help of Kamal from the Sandwich Kamal Naim.
Nice.
He helped us record Colonies, our first demo. It was me, Taran, and Assam. Aziz wasn't around, and yeah, we just started from there. We started uploading our albums for free for people to download. This is way back, 2004, 2005, and started, getting some attention. And then by the next record, more people got to know us, which is Cruelty Beyond Conception. Got posted on message boards. So through message boards and word of mouth. And the people know us, they know that we exist. By 2010, we messaged on MySpace. We said, we announced that we're playing a couple of shows in the US, hook us up. And the guy reached out to Brian from SMN News. It's a forum that used to be very good, like has death metal. It's a good forum. So he was a fan of our music, and he told us he'll hook us up in New York if we would come down. It just spiraled from there. We played New York,
Houston.
we got word from the organizer from Maryland Deathfest, because he's good friends with mine. So basically, yeah, like
Seen Extreme.
once you're in, you're in.
Maryland Deathfest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
It was a
word
snowball
mouth.
effect.
You
Yeah,
just
kinda, yeah.
honestly, we didn't like sit down and plan it. We're gonna do this, that. It just happened. It just happened. You just do what you love. You just do your best, and eventually you're gonna get something.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, one-liner advice for younger bands from
We
Saudi.
didn't even have YouTube videos, 10 steps to what to do and all that. Just do it.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Just have fun.
Death
Do what
metal
you want.
Put your music out there.
Put your music out there.
Yeah.
Good. Absolutely. And how would you compare playing abroad versus playing a live show at home or an Arab show?
It was all the difference back then.
Back then?
Yeah. Also, we didn't have frame of reference.
Yeah.
We didn't know what made the scene in Saudi special until we started playing outside. Also, what made outside special, because in Saudi we couldn't say there are people who listen to grindcore. Like there was only like literally you can count them on one hand.
Yeah. It's hard to find those subgenres.
Whatever we're playing, we were getting good feedback on our live performance, but we weren't sure because we don't feel like they know what we're doing. When we played in the US for the first time, they air guitar the actual riffs on time. They actually know when. So basically, you can tell their hearing is more developed.
Yeah.
They know.
can hear.
They're fans of the genre, which makes sense. They like. It's very different when you have someone who knows what you're doing and as someone who just goes by feel. It's not wrong. It's just it has a different flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crowd does it all. Like I first joined them in 2014.
Yeah.
My first show with Creative Waste was in the US. I was not worried at all. Like the people there, the vibe, it was just amazing. I just wanted to go and
Hug them all. And I've got a couple of questions from fans as well. What's it like backstage? I mean, probably haven't seen Deathfest
Not as
backstage.
glamorous as you make.
Okay.
You may think
Just
that-
work.
nothing special.
Just work.
Yeah.
I mean, you have
Just
a
sit back,
spot.
wait, warm up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a fridge, sometimes you don't.
Man,
Sometimes you get a sandwich.
I'll-
Sometimes you don't.
I will say this: the best part is if you run into artists that you or bands that you
Admire.
as a fan of. Yeah.
But no, it's cool. Yeah, like you said, you get to meet.
I mean,
bands
I'm
over
missing
there.
Nuclear Assault
seating
for
is-
you guys.
Oh, Nuclear Assault playing right now at the corner.
It's all good.
We'll get there. We'll get
It's
there.
worth it. It's worth it. Yeah.
I do have one more question from the fans. Guys, when you do play abroad, do you feel like there is any discrimination because of where you come
Not
from?
really, nothing
No.
that's worth it. It's like
Yeah.
I mean,
Metal's pretty inclusive.
You're literally invited by these people, so whenever you're there, they're basically just ecstatic that you're there, and the welcomes. I mean, everywhere.
the total
Every
opposite.
country in Europe.
Yeah.
It's a total
I will also say this: metal and underground fans, it takes a different mindset
Yeah.
as in general.
Yeah.
You get to see.
crowd is really
I would
different.
generally say most times they're more open to if anything. Sometimes they might ask questions that may come off as I don't know, like ill-informed, but they're sincere, and I
just-
love those moments because you get to clarify, and this is what it's all about. So you exchange of knowledge.
Yeah. Cultural change.
And they get to see it rather than hear it. So
Nice.
yeah.
They respect us. I've never seen anything else but admiration.
I wouldn't say never, but nothing worth mentioning. It's
Yeah.
like rare.
Yeah.
It's rare.
Love that. Cool answer, guys. Thank you. I really want to talk about your latest album. So your latest album, Condemned, okay? It's an intense listen under 30 minutes. You smash them out. Could you tell me a little bit about the concept of the album and maybe how it's different from previous releases?
Well, I would say we would fairly say it's the most mature one, and it took the longest to release because those songs, some of those songs were written back in 2012, 2011.
It's a long time.
And then some of the songs, not all of them, but yeah, it definitely took at least 6-7 years to release. Yeah.
Wait till you hear the new one.
Ooh. Ooh,
The new
suspenseful.
one coming hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon?
I don't know how soon, but
But soon. We're working on it.
we're working on it. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So when you guys were going through the process of releasing Condemned, so that was 2 years ago, we obviously got
It was a grueling process.
hit by a pandemic.
Yeah.
And I mean, was there any specific post-release plans that were affected by the pandemic that we will not name?
I mean, we couldn't plan anything. To be honest.
No.
I mean, UK Deathfest. This was supposed to happen 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I've been waiting
Yeah,
for this. for
like
more than
literally
2
2
years.
years. So like on our way on the plane, I'm like, man, it's been 2 years trying to
2 years in the
make
making.
this happen. And it's like
That's what you were thinking about?
it
I was
kind of-
thinking about Aziz, and I was like, man, how can you fucking sleep like that?
Ah,
Can't get no sleep.
We thought this would never happen. Actually,
Yeah.
I was like,
I
oh, it's
didn't.
gonna be postponed again.
No, I didn't think that. I knew it was gonna happen. I just like, man, it's taking too long. Yeah.
we got there. We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we're
About
here.
time, huh?
Yeah.
And in terms of like Condemned as the album, what would you say were the main influences in terms of sound, form, visuals, the general vibe of that album?
I mean, whenever we write, Fawaz has his influences
Okay.
on the guitar and everything else, and I have my influences. So
Yeah.
What are the influences that go into the album? He has his and I have mine.
Just
so
to be
they're kind of
clear,
mixed.
a lot of the songs Aziz wasn't around. Like again, I said some of the songs are old. We joined in 2014, so like most of the songs in the concept, he didn't have time to
participate.
Yeah, he started getting the hang of it later on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why Assam used to be a big part of the writing. Actually, he contributed. Our old guitarist, he contributed the first 2 riffs on Blowback, and yeah, I just took it from there, and
And he made the whole album.
Wow.
it was nice. It worked. Yeah, it worked.
Like Assam gave him some riffs, and then he came up with the whole album.
Nice.
I mean, I'm drawing a blank here, but
That's cool. I mean, were there any specific bands that you would say influenced your
the same.
writing techniques?
yeah, it's the same
On that
bands that we were like. We just took different elements because every band, they also mature and have different. But it's it's not a secret that our Nazum, Regurgitate, Carcass. Carcass, I would say, is a heavy influence, especially on the latest one. Old school Napalm Death. Yeah.
Okay.
Topsy, Nile.
The list goes on.
Yeah, like they're very hard. Like if I say these influences are in the CD, like some people are like, what? Yeah, it's because we don't take them directly.
No.
You know, it's
we
like
don't stick
sometimes
with
it's a mindset, sometimes it's a vibe. It's not particularly the scales or the riffs or like it's not that. It's like there's a lot of things that come into place, like the aggression. I would like. I'm inspired for like for example, I don't know.
Get inspired by everything.
Yes.
Get inspired by everything.
It
Don't
may
have
seem
just a few
abstract, but yeah, that's it. Like inspiration
don't
is
settle
much,
for 7-5 inspirations and those are your go-to bands.
it's not a superficial
No, I mean
thing.
you can even be inspired from a totally different genre.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
Or
a certain beat.
or life experiences.
Conformity that's
Life experience.
Like, yeah, life
Non-metal.
experiences. Like a few songs that I wrote is personal, like an event that happened to me, and it got me to like thinking about other people, like, and yeah, it started like, I don't just think about certain. I use a certain incident and build on it and like explore it, and that's how I would like, at least lyrically.
Yeah. Nice.
May sound vague, but yeah.
No, but it's a complicated subject,
It
isn't
is,
it?
yeah,
So
it is.
thank you for enlightening us on that. And I guess when it comes to recording, with the lack of studios, it can cater to technical needs of a metal band.
I will say it got better now.
Yeah, it got better? And I mean, how did the album come together? Where did you record it? Who was your producer?
I mean, it's always been basically home studios.
Okay, nice.
The last one, we had a proper studio, Studio 77 in Bahrain. That was the first record in a while that we recorded everything in one place. So, and even still with the logistics, it was hard because we had to go to Bahrain every time. So like some tracks, we had Omar Zainab from Smoldering and Forgotten recording some of the guitars and some of the, because he was playing guitar for us at the time also. So I just taught him the songs, and sometimes I'm not able to go, he would, so we ended up like, I recorded some songs he filled in. Yeah, but it was all done in Studio 77 with Hani Cafe. I worked with him on the previous album, Slaves to Conformity, but I only did vocals, and the studio wasn't fully open yet.
Okay.
So
Wow. Big projects, aren't they?
yeah.
And I mean, when you do come to write a new song, do you usually leave room to do something new without compromising that staple creative waste sound?
We try, yes. But I will say, like, I feel like sometimes I'm worried that people won't pick up on it. But thankfully, every time some people like they sense, yeah, it's different, but I still feel like this is creative waste, because creative waste, we never really follow a certain formula. There's like a certain mindset when we write the songs, like certain elements that we want to keep. But like we have some short songs, we have long songs, we have really fast songs, and not so fast songs.
Yeah.
More ambient, sometimes maybe even short melodic parts, sample usage, all that. Yeah, it's just the same thing with different emphasis on what we already use.
Yeah.
Like an area I didn't explore. Like we have, like, for example, some technicality that we didn't really fully explore. It's always been present in our songs, but we never really, that we think we'll explore more in the newer record. And I mean, to be technical, we're more, if you want to get technical, we're grind death band.
Yeah.
But we
Grind
identify as grindcore because of the mindset and the basically the mindset and the yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're closer in the mindset.
Yeah.
Of the grindcore band, but instrumentally we are death band. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like Cryptopsy and Carcass are huge influences on.
Yeah. And would you ever consider having like features on your new album or on the next
only
album?
if it contributes to the song. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it before with Cruelty Beyond. Slaves to Conformity, where we had Kevin Talley record two drum tracks, which was Cradle to Grave and Novus Ordo Cyclonum. He played drums on those tracks. He was a featured guest on them. So yeah.
Colonies.
Yeah, we had Kamal. Yeah, but that's like our friends. Yeah. Kamal did a feature, but we rarely do that. It's
It's a timing
we
thing
don't-
as well, isn't it?
yeah, like I wouldn't go, like, again, if it makes a song better and it makes sense, like, oh, you know whose voice would be like natural, for example, if you brought a vocalist, or like, but it's not something on priority because I really want to get more, explore more what I can do.
Yeah.
Rather than feature like
I don't usually think about it really. I mean,
it's a dynamic. Like for example,
Focusing on-
I would have like this musician is amazing, but it doesn't mean they're gonna work with our sound.
Yeah.
Like, the idea, I love the idea of them, but them actually coming, like if you played with different bands, you would realize it's not always natural. It's actually
Harder.
pretty rare when someone from a different band plays with you and you actually click. Even if you're a big fan of their music, there are things that you won't realize until you actually play.
Yeah. Cool. In depth. I like it. Now, we are finally in the UK. Tonight you are playing at UK Deathfest. And this isn't your first Deathfest though. So how do you expect UK Deathfest to be different to other death festivals that you've played?
Well, sorry I spaced out.
That's okay. So, I mean, how is this audience, do you think, going to be different to, say, Maryland Deathfest? Or
I think we'll wait.
I don't know.
I think we'll wait and find out.
Gonna be-
I have no idea.
going to be a surprise? First time UK?
But they look like.
But I mean, our time slot is really good.
Yeah.
The band before last, so headlining. So
Right after Autopsy.
Yep.
it should be a large crowd.
It will be. It'll just be this moving mass of people. And speaking of tonight's gig, anything you could tell us about what songs or albums we're thinking of performing?
Well, a little bit from everything.
Yep.
And we're playing a new song.
Ooh. Okay.
So
Hear that,
you get a taste
guys?
of the new
We
sound.
tried to mix it as much as possible, but not. I mean,
A little bit from we got a little bit from everything. From
Yeah, it's
colonies, cruelty,
proud.
slaves, and condemned. We have a little bit, and from the
and from
unreleased
colonies.
album.
From every album.
Okay.
there's
It's
something.
gonna be a good show.
Going to be a good show. Nice.
do our
Do you
best.
follow any specific ritual before the show?
I think it's like it just happens.
Everyone does.
It just happens. Yeah, it just happens. It's not something we sit or I need to do this. It just happens. You know, it's like
Yeah.
as your personality and like your habits. So like
Whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
whatever you need to do that you feel like it's gonna make me perform the best optimally. Like I would abstain from certain things. I would eat a certain way, sleep a certain way to
Yeah.
maximize. Just like what an athlete would do.
Phil,
you know?
that's sleeping this time.
And sometimes you get
really,
superstitious.
You need-
Sometimes
you
too.
need
They're like,
sleep. You need to eat clean food at least a day before the show. If a ritual. This is
Uh-huh,
something that we
okay.
usually do.
you need to know
We don't
yourself.
eat just any food the day before the show, and like he said, we stay
protocol,
away from anything that could
It's a lot.
probably, not just make you feel well the next day. So until the show is done, you want to
Stay
eat
away
Taco Bell.
from Taco Bell. Yeah.
Stay away from Taco Bell. That is the.
I mean, it's trial and error, but
sleep.
eventually you'll figure it out. Tweak it. Like, yeah, just trial and error. Sometimes, I did this. I felt like crap. I shouldn't do this
Yeah,
again.
yeah, it happened through trial and error. By the way, yes, it wasn't always like this. You had to make mistakes.
That's it. Got to make mistakes. Well, guys, that's all the questions I have for you today. And tonight we're playing at Blackheart,
Yes.
Yes.
9:45 UK time,
9:45.
11:45.
KSA time.
Okay, fantastic. Is there anything else you want to say to your fans before you go?
Don't miss this out.
Thank you for
And
tuning
we are
in.
very excited.
Thank you for tuning in. We will be going live with the guys' performance later on for a couple of songs. All right, thank you very much. And I'm going to say goodbye.
Bye.
Woo, bye guys. Nice. Walk it off.
Now I need coffee.
Yes, I guess we do.
Oh man.
Strong ass.